Lamar.
Yep, he's fortunately not
Makes
one of
no
those guys.
sense.
Dan, it doesn't. None of us
What's
understand.
going on? Tell us what's going on. We're trying to figure this out. And it's like, goddamn, we don't have no answer. We lost. I don't get it.
I think it's this, Pac-Man.
Go ahead.
So I think we in the media, I do believe we've made it a little too like yes or no, black or white, where pay him every single dollar that he wants or don't pay him. You know, like, and there is a lot of gray area to it, because if you pay him all that money, if you pay him the however many guaranteed dollars, one, you're now the owner that did it. You know, I think the Deshaun conversation is an outlier. It just is.
They didn't kick Haslam out of the league. They didn't kick him out of the league. So
for the owners, not the players, right?
Yeah, they didn't kick Haslam out of the league, though. Haslam did it. They didn't kick him out of the league.
Yep.
So go on, though.
Right,
You're right. You're
totally.
right. You're 100% right. That is the thing.
But you're the owner who did it again. And so then you're going to have Jeffrey Lurie and the Spanos on the Chargers.
Yeah.
The Spanos family.
Yeah.
Am I right with that?
Yep.
And then you're going to have the Brown family calling you being like, why did you do it? You now we have no choice. Now there's no longer an individual outlier. And then if you're Lamar, you're sitting there going, why would I take less? You know, like why would I take less? You know, Lamar, I haven't said this on TV, but I sit there and I think Lamar has taken 1,000 hits for that organization. 1,000. He's taken 1,000 hits for that organization for, I think he's made $25 million. Like you can't ask that player to take all those hits and then decide, yeah, we don't want to pay you as much as you've earned or deserve or what the market says or what, you know, I think that's tough. It's a tough look in your locker room.
And for free agents potentially in the future, and for everything. Like, he is the Baltimore
Could you
Ravens.
imagine that locker room? Could you imagine that locker room?
Oh, this guy does everything right. This guy is our team. He's won the MVP. He's led us. He's caused no problems. He did no
taken
holdouts.
1,000 hits for us.
Yes.
1,000 at the quarterback spot. But, you know, that's why I don't get it. Like, I saw people this past weekend come up and being like, what are we doing? Fans of Baltimore, like, what are we doing with Lamar? And I sit there and go, I don't know.
So the interesting thing here is he just quote tweeted and talked about the 133 being guaranteed.
Right.
And he said, I need an agent or whatever. Now, I think he was saying that because, like, I didn't accept that deal. I wouldn't accept that deal. But that was the deal that it inevitably got to. So maybe the agent gets you a little bit more, or maybe a different negotiating tactic gets you more. Do we know, and I guess we'll find out on Lamar Jackson Entertainment, I-775 on YouTube. This week he's releasing an interview, I do believe. He's never come out and said he wants 231. Like, we have all just assumed that. Like, hey, he wants 231. I wonder if there was a little bit more of a respectable, you know, like 180 guaranteed with incentives up to $300 million. And then, because what you're saying is there is a little bit of a gray part. That's negotiating. Like, that's deal making. That's situational deal making. Like, we got to, not going to give me this. Got to at least come to this to give me this. Like, that is kind of.
I thought Schefter did something last week where he talked about the contract that I think he that was offered to him, and he called it like springing guarantees or something.
Dude, Dan, this is a whole new thing. They're just making up words and putting guarantees on them so that it's a whole, like there was a tweet, I think, by somebody. I don't know if it was Schefter, Rappaport, Pelissero, Garofalo, Rossini, one of the insiders that crushed the NFL, Schultz. They were like,
of course,
fully guaranteed is this. And then later in the tweet, it was like, actual guarantee is this. It was like, or potential guarantee is this. It's like, well, there's no such thing as a potential guarantee. Like, that is.
Good morning, football.
And it was like $60 million difference.
66,
$66 million difference. I'm like, something's up with the way the wording of the verbiage of what's being real and what's not is fascinating. Because I think it was 133, then it was like 180 or something like that. And then it was up to like two
playoffs or win the Super Bowl. Like something like that.
Yeah, escalators are in every
guarantee though.
Yeah, that's not a guarantee.
It's
but
not guaranteed.
They're phrasing it as like a injury guarantee on top of it is now being talked in there as actual.
Dimes they had on Good Morning for Football, the virtually guarantee.
Virtually guarantee was the word that they were using. I'm like, there's no such thing as a virtual.
No, either it's guaranteed or it's not.
Like, that is not how contracts work. I'm like, these teams are getting smarter though, because a lot of people on the internet have been getting loud like, players have been like, that's not real. Like, what is actually
Right.
real, my contract is this. So now they're like, we got to change hey, when you report this, fully guaranteed is this, virtual, right?
Which is basically
Is
I think the players know,
$66
too, like-
million more. That is an absurd difference. That is an absurd difference. Go ahead.
And I think the players know too, like the NFL for the next 10 years is going to make ungodly amounts of money. Like it's the young quarterbacks that we have in the league and the young talent. It's just, so I think the players are super aware that the money coming into the NFL is going to be on an absolute rocket ship, and that they are the product, and they can get more than the slotted market of the past.